Hello, and I hope you can hear me. Can you? That is the question. That is the question. Yes? Yes. It looks like we do have sound, so yeah, I'm trying this new thing with the headset. Why are you so confused? Hi, Bunny. How are you? Why are you confused? Why are you so confused? Okay, I had a long 2 days. So long. Oh, can I though? Okay, just trying to stuff things back into the... Oh, that's right. I need to undo all of this scene. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Is the music too loud? I can definitely change that. Hi, Alex. How are you? How are you doing? I think I might need some adjustment here, but sorry. Hi. Hi. Sounds like Nyan Cat. Sorry. I tried working on this on Saturday, and then I tried working on it just on my own, and for the most part it worked out. It's just I needed to figure some stuff out. Hello everybody coming in! How are you? I was gonna say how much of a long day I had yesterday. I had to sub 2 classes. It was actually kind of exciting because I teach usually on Mondays, the production sewing class, and then I was called just as I was getting home, and it's like a 45-minute drive for me. I was just getting home and I got called to sub 2 classes today and yesterday, and I couldn't do it today because first of all it's a long drive, and also I really had other things that I needed to do, but I volunteered to sub for yesterday, and it was the other production sewing class, so I got to meet the other students in the other class, and then I also had to sub the flat patterning class, so I got to see those students and help them out a little bit with they're already working on their final project, so I didn't really have to do much, but I felt pretty fulfilled because I was helping them out and giving them some advice that didn't occur to them. So like helping a girl draft a sleeve pattern, and telling another girl about how to do a slide, the pattern sliding, to grade a pattern, because she was making it bigger by like meticulously moving all the points and then like redrawing it with a ruler, and I'm like, but you could just trace this side and then move it over however much you need and then retrace that other side. She's like, oh, that sounds so much easier, you know, things like that. It was really, really cool. So, oh, Alex is making their own doll. That's neat. You sat on your sewing needle, Bunny. I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds painful. I'm also designing a knitting color workbook to sell next year at Comic Convention. Awesome. It sounds like you're being very enterprising, and that's a good thing. I'm happy to hear that. I'm also super excited. Since starting this like random bloomer project, everybody on the Discord started like posting their own bloomer projects. That's super cool. I was like super happy. I don't know how much that has to do with me doing it and inspiring people, but I don't know. I thought there was some synchronicity there, and it felt really good. So I am getting closer. I just didn't. I stopped, but I did do one leg. Here you can see. I'm gonna cover some of this up because it's kind of messy with some overlay. I'm gonna applique some Venice lace on there just to make it nice and pretty, like it's not already over the top, right? But here's one leg of it. And then I tried doing the waistband, and it turned out it was a little too narrow for this elastic that I have to put in there. So I have to undo it and then make sure that I pay attention to my seam allowance like you're supposed to, so that I make sure. So some of these sections are right on, but some other ones it started getting a little bit too tight. I don't know how well you can see it, but there, you can see it's going over. So I need to be really conscientious of where my seam is going to be. So that is happening, and I figured while I'm seam ripping this that I'll talk to you guys, see how everybody's doing. Aw, Bunny! You're so sweet. I'm glad that I'm able to inspire you guys just by doing the thing that I do. It's just what I do. And so long as I can share the love of this awesome career that I've chosen for myself, that makes me even happier and more fulfilled. Also, I have some news about, well, I have a couple different news things. So Modes for You did get back to me and offered 2 meters of both of the fabrics that I had chosen. I felt really stupid though, because I'm like, oh, just 2 meters of both of those fabrics? Is it okay if I have like 3 meters of just one? And I realized like a meter is bigger than a yard anyway, so 2 meters I could probably make a jump skirt out of. So if I got both fabrics in 2 meters, I could probably make 2 jump skirts out of some really cute fabric from Modes for You. So I'm like quickly replying to the same reply that I gave them. I'm like, never mind, I just realized that a yard is bigger than 2 meters, or than a meter, and so yeah, my address is this. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be a choosy beggar. I don't want to be a choosy beggar. So, but they did get back to me, and their managing director approved my project idea, and so as soon as I get Modes for You fabric, I'm going to do a project or 2, as it would seem, on stream and post about it on my blog. So that's happening. Also, little shout out to my awesome client who received the plaid satin dress that I made for them. They are super happy with it. They tried it on. They love everything about it, and I could not be happier that it fits them. So that's always my first concern. It's like, yeah, great, it looks great, but does it fit you? Because, you know, that's important. But yeah, it looks great, feels great. They told me I did a good call on putting in the interfacing, and they were happy to work with me. So another satisfied customer, if I do say so myself. I'm so ecstatic. Every time I receive little messages from my clients saying how much they love it, oh my gosh, it puts me over the moon. Yeah, it's super fun. So how's my sound coming through? Because I am trying this new thing by using the headset and having music play directly through the stream instead of through a little speaker here. And I understand like this headset's not the best. It was gifted to me, so I really can't complain. It is more of a phone headset, so it can't do like game and voice chat at the same time. It just doesn't work like that. And so because of the quality of the sound from my voice, it's a little bit more tinny than I think I would like it to be. My boyfriend has some Astros, but I'm not about to wear his, headset. First of all, they're huge, and second, like, I don't know, they're also his, so it's not like I'm about to like commandeer his Astros just to use it. Eventually, I would like my own headset that's not like this one, but for now, I think this is just fine. It's adequate. You can hear me, all that stuff. So tell me, guys, what you guys do over the weekend? How are you doing? I did not do my D&D game on Sunday because I'm like mostly thinking about the end of the semester, and I need to start thinking about the commissions that I'm getting in, so I'm gonna get started on some of those soon. So it's just I'm just overwhelmed, but trying to concentrate on like one thing at a time, and D&D takes a lot of time to prepare. So I decided to take a break and just focus on either relaxing and gaming or doing this, which is my first. Of course, I'm not loving it right now. Seam instead. Well, you know what I should get though is some water. You made a casserole. Casserole carrier. Oh, did you sew the casserole carrier? Is that what I'm understanding? I'm gonna get some water, but I'm gonna still keep talking to you guys because I can. I don't know how well it goes. I'm gonna go into my bedroom though. Start breaking up. Am I still coming through? I think I am. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Oh gosh, water is so good. That time when you're so thirsty that water just tastes so good. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I feel like a lot of people understand this experience. This waistband is so big. It's so long. I just want to do this. I already tore a little hole in it, so I'll have to fix that before I continue. So lucky me. But that's not very hard to do. Just put like a little piece of interface in there. Is the music too loud? Should I turn it down? I'm hosting Thanksgiving, so civil engineers, good to see you again. Welcome back. How have you been? And you're going to be hosting almost 20 people for Thanksgiving. That sounds wonderful, but I do not envy you. That's a lot of people to feed. My goodness. Gosh, is Thanksgiving this week or next week? I thought, is it the last Thursday? Is it the last Thursday of the month? I think it's next week. I think I recall seeing the calendar and it marked it as next week on the 28th, I think, is Thanksgiving. I was about to freak out. Oh, people bring food and I think I'm doing the turkey. Oh, that's fair. So yeah, that I see. I've done that too, where people bring like the little side dishes and the person hosting is usually the one in charge of the turkey, that sort of thing. That makes sense. This is so painstaking. Can't wait to start my Christmas cord. Sweet! Christmas cord. I still have the same Christmas cord that I made like years ago, and it's still like, I price it really high. One, because it was really hard to make actually. It has like this bustle back with layers and layers of pearl edged chiffon, and so it's like priced at $300 and some. It's also one of a kind and handmade, so there's that. But what am I doing? Why did I do that? Why did I think that was a good idea? What's wrong with me? I have no idea. Oh my goodness. Oh, maybe that's why. This way. Ugh. Let's see. But I have to sell at least 4 more scarves. How's your business going then, buddy? Okay, I'm gonna turn on my iron too, because that little hole is gonna bug me. I'm gonna put this down. Oh my gosh. Did I mention I had to sub those 2 classes yesterday and I had to stay until like 5:30? Oh yeah, that was a long day. Let's see, I need a little piece somewhere. Piece perhaps, see? Scraps can come in handy of interfacing, so I've got this scrap of interfacing. I'm just gonna cut a tiny little piece. Just a tiny little piece. Ugh. Get my scissors. Oh my goodness. Yeah. My nice scissors. I'll get my nice scissors. Let's see. Yeah, I was the dumb. And I was a little too aggressive over here to try to get this seam ripping started, but it's not going to be that bad. I just need to patch this little hole. I'm going to go ahead and get the other side too so I can open it up. Oh boy. Slow day today. I am so glad that driving up there is very exhausting, not to mention that it uses a lot of my gas. So it was fun though, helping those students, giving them some ideas on how to fix their patterns, because that class, they draft their own patterns. It's not like following the Otomino sewing books. So you have to have some basic understanding of like making your sloper and then using your sloper to then create a pattern for a final project that needs to be made out of fashion fabric. And so a lot of them had some really interesting ideas, and I was evaluated by I think the dean of the Department of Arts, not the dean of the school, but the dean of the department, and she was very informative and told me that I did a good job engaging with the students, asking the right questions, and that made me feel good. And of course, I always feel that some way, somehow I can do better. So I always strive to at least try to do better, but I think I'm off to a good start, and that makes me feel pretty good about that. Okay. A little patch job. A little band-aid. A little band-aid. Ah! Fabric band-aid. These were just like a demonstration sort of thing anyway, so I'm not really that worried about these sorts of things. And it's gonna get hidden when this is all gathered. Okay. People keep like coming in and out, and I'm not sure, like, I don't know who's like coming in and like looking at what I'm doing and going, nope. Or they just don't have time or something. Come hang out, it's okay. Talk to me. I just do sewing, so it may not be interesting for everybody. Well, I don't just do sewing, I also do the pattern stuff. But anyway, I'm just gonna try to concentrate on this. Oy. Really, you know what, Kal-El, I really love you and stuff, but I need this chair. You're an adorable little kitty cat. Yes, you are. But I need the chair. So, if you can move for me, that'd be great. Yeah? Aww. But look at me, I'm so cute. You don't want to move me, right? Come on, baby. Down. Can I entice you down with the ball? The ball? You're just gonna stare at it if I throw it? Is that what's gonna happen? Small. Want it? You want it? Want it? Throw it. Go get it. Hey, it worked. That's funny. Bring me down. Still haven't set up my third camera yet. Trying to decide how to, not how to do it, but how I want to do it. Because I have my 720p little camera over there, and I could potentially just move it. Oh, the other thing too is I might need a bigger extension cord, because I don't think 25 feet. So, because I would like to use my industrial, and I'd like you guys to see it. Feels so nice to sit. Driving for some reason for as long as I did yesterday, oh my god, was so hard. Driving always takes a lot of juice out of me. All I want to do is get home, get in my pajamas, and like veg out on YouTube or like briefly play a game. Like I tried playing Final Fantasy last night and I was playing with my roommate, but like an hour in and we're just like going around doing quests, I started feeling like, I don't know if I have the brain power for this. I don't know if I can do this. Not the most interesting thing to watch. But at least they're pretty. Yeah. Lol. So, I believe on Friday, some other content creators, streamers that are local are thinking about going out on a little adventure. There's I think it's a children's museum, and they have like an adults only night. So I think I got wind. I wasn't officially invited, but my boyfriend told me about it and said we would like to go, and it sounds like a lot of fun. Because I don't know about you, but I'm never growing up. And I still like children's museums, so if they have like an adults version of a children's museum, I'm like all about that. That sounds like so much fun. I might have a problem. Actually 12. On a new medicine that had me sleeping at random times during the day, but me and the doctor figured out that the dosage was too high. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you're feeling better after last time. I'm almost there. Oh, just a little bit more. Just keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. Gentle so that I only get the thread stitching, not the fabric. Charmadine! I came in during the museum talk. We have one of those here with a buffet and alcohol and the whole thing. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. It's very interactive, and we're having a meet at this place in January, space themed, so right on time. That's awesome. That sounds like so much fun. I can't wait. Yeah, I was saying I love children's museums, and I know like a lot of the stuff now is, you know, big kids like me can't do that sort of thing, so that they have an adults night. Oh my god, I am so excited. Also, I love science. I am not a scientist by any means, but the idea of it and the things that I read about it are interesting. So that's fun. Ah, finally. Okay, so this is how far I got with the Bloomer project. Got this all put together. Little band at the bottom. It needs to be pressed. That is for sure. And then I'm gonna put a little nice lace on top. Yes, I'm right there with you. Yay! It looks so nice so far. Thank you. I am trying my best to. I had to get all the stitching out on the waistband because it was not wide enough in some places to accommodate my 1 inch wide. It is 1 inch. Yeah, my 1 inch wide elastic here. So I like started to pull it through with my bodkin, and then I'm like, oh no, it's too small. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. My bobbin, I have enough. So I just need to leave a little space open, preferably like in the center back, maybe, kind of off to the side. Yeah, alright, so I am going to start it. I need to make sure that this is right where it needs to be. Let's see, where's my elastic? So, yeah, so it has to be like right there. I don't know if I folded it wide enough. I might have to repress this. Let's just double check here. So I know it needs to be here. So that's gonna be kind of pushing it. So do this. I'm just checking now the width. It's just past the 1 inch, I think. Because also, oh, I might have had it on the center too, but now I'm just talking out loud. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, where am I? It might be a little too narrow here. So let me check with my seam gauge, because that's the smart thing to do. I mean, yeah, it should. I don't want to repress this thing, but I have to because reasons, and that's the professional thing to do. Like, double check your seams, seam allowances, make sure you get it right. Okay. Like right here, it's like a little bit more narrow. So I'm gonna try to get that folded down properly. Okay, we're doing this. We're doing it. I'm gonna finish these today, and I'm gonna put them up on sale. Who wants some pink bloomers? You're sewing along. That's wonderful. You don't have to apologize for that. I love it that you do that. I love it when anybody does that. Like I was saying earlier today too, and for those of you who just came in, I was super excited to see how many people in the Discord started their Bloomer stuff, like a Bloomer project. It's so fun. And then Bunny said that I was inspired, so that made me feel pretty good. We're gonna do it. It's gonna get done. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. We're good. We're doing this. It's sewing time. It's time to sew these things. Alright. I am really running out of this pink thread, guys. Oh my god. How much pink stuff did I make recently? Well, honestly, it's not like it was a new spool of thread or anything, but still, it's like, dang. A lot of that thread. Alright, so the back, I think we should be able to tell. Yeah, the back is here. This is the back. It's going to be slightly longer to accommodate a butt. That's how that works. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to try to follow that line. See how well I do here. Let's see, I'm also working on Bloomer, says Charmadine. I decided to do the experiment with that ONS scan you provided. I was able to successfully size it up, but since I don't have enough lace, took some liberty and inspiration from yours. Oh, wonderful! So you did you draft that pattern and you graded it up too? That's awesome! That is awesome. Okay, I am going to leave a little window right here. Just do that in a back stitch. Okay, and then we're gonna go for it. Move some of this down. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep it straight. Straight down, straight across. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm drafting my winter coordinate. Oh, cool. Sizing patterns requires me to concentrate. That is understandable. Sizing up patterns is a thing that you definitely have to concentrate for. By 9 sizes, by their measurements, since that is how much is needed to get a 3XL, but it's very satisfying. That is very cool. That's very, very cool. So are you making it? Did you make it already and try it on? Does it fit? That's always the most important question is, does it fit? That I moved some of this down. Maybe. I'm trying this. Yeah, I even moved it up there so I can tell. Okay. And then over here, leaving this little space. Run my elastic in there because I just made a casing. Okay, that should be enough. Let's see. I'm at the elastic part. I made a few errors since I started on it right when I woke up. Forgot the seam allowance. Oh no, yeah, those don't have seam allowance. But good thing you remembered at least. But it does go on. It's tight, but it works. Great! So it's tight. Did you make it out of the fabric you wanted already? And so, like, not a mock-up? So if it needed adjustment, it's kind of too late. Turn this off and down. Okay, bodkin time. Bodkin. Have my little there. I'm gonna go this way because these seams are going this way. I don't think it's going the entire way through, but we'll struggle through this together. So good. Before my elastic gets swallowed up, let's see here. I think it's going to swallowed up. I'm going to pin it or just stop it getting into case so I lose the end. I don't want to lose the end. Alright, buddy, you can do this. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'll live. I barely fit into this dress as it is. Like, oh my God. Either it's just bad habits I've acquired or I'm just getting older or both. Come on. Come on. It's a struggle. It's a little bit of a struggle. All I have is broadcloth lying around, and I got it on sale, so I figured why not? That's what I think. What? New fabric? Okay. Like I need new fabric. I've been really good. I haven't actually bought new fabric in a while, unless it's for a client with a specific design. I've been pretty good about keeping it down, like not buying anything at all, and trying to use my stock as I have already. I'm gonna just pin this at this end. So now I should be able to continue with feeding this through and not worry about my end getting swallowed up. So, are any of you guys familiar with Gaia Online? Just one of those shot in the dark questions. I just asked because I was watching a video about the rise and fall of Gaia Online. And I used to be quite active on there like a while ago, but still. Super old, I know. So I was just curious about like what this video was talking about, because apparently the economy has tanked on Gaia. And it's like changed hands so many times. They've had trouble like with hyperinflation now. I'm gonna try to carefully. Used to frequent during my early teens, but never had a lot of fun with it, since I'm not a role player, I was working at the time as a game master for a company which shall not be named, but I had good times there. It's not like I had a bad time. But you know, I that was my job, and so I don't remember exactly the details, but the people I worked for in that company knew the people who started Gaia Online and were telling me about it. And I was interested, so I signed up. This is back in, say, like 2007? 2008? No, 2007 I was in the Navy. 2008 I signed up for Gaia Online, and I didn't do the forums. I was already in my 20s. Like, I was 26. Yeah, I was 26 in 2008, so I was already like one of the older folks as per, like, you know, compared to the rest of the community. But I liked it a lot, and I had the money to buy a lot of those monthly collectibles. So I was just acquiring like monthly collectibles almost every month for, I want to say, like a year. And then one day I came across these things on the forums that I was actually interested in participating in because I wanted to flex my artistic muscles. And so people were having things like art contests where you would post, you have your character avatar and you would post your artwork of that avatar, and the best one would win like a thing, a monthly collectible prize or something like that. Well, so I participated in like 3 or 4 of those, I want to say. I don't remember if I actually won any of them, but I didn't really care too much. I just was happy to like have an opportunity to try my hand at, you know, doing an art contest. So eventually what I did is I started hosting some of my own art contests. Like, I would offer up people to people as a prize some of the monthly collectibles that I had acquired just from being able to afford them as often as I was. And it was really fun for a while. I think I did like 3 of those. So fast forward later in that year of, gosh, I want to say, you know, I want to say that I didn't have that much time on Gaia before I got banned for life. And what happened, what happened was I was having one of those art contests, and I don't remember even the details surrounding it, but I was hosting one of those contests, and then I moved. And I totally had forgotten. Like, it was such a sudden thing about me moving and getting out of my state that I was in. I was in California at the time. And I had totally forgotten about this art contest that I had been holding. And I don't know if somebody reported me for being negligent and like I was stealing their artwork. I was just completely locked out of my account. When I inquired about it, they told me that I was incognito for like too long. And so I was banned for that. So I tried to explain, like, well, nobody contacted me. I was moving. There was a lot of stuff going on in my life. Apparently there was no excuse in the world that would let them understand my situation. So since then, I have been banned for life from Gaia Online because I was unreachable for the duration of like a month or so. Which is sad. I wanted to support them, but then their whole team, as far as like their guidelines for that sort of thing, they didn't bother like contacting me or anything to do with like, hey, you're not active anymore, where are you, or, you know, something, anyone. So there was just like a lot of no communication and just outright banning. I was pretty upset. I lost a lot of money. I spent like hundreds of dollars on those collectibles. And forevermore, I will never be able to access my account. I have tried and since tried inquiring with the company, like, hey, it's been 5 years. Hey, it's been like 10 years. I still don't know exactly what the grounds were for banning me. Can I appeal? And there's just like, nope. So now they're having financial difficulties, and I'm like, well, I wash my hands of this. I did try to support you guys. I think I wrote a blog entry about it a long time ago too. I was just, I'm a little bit upset at how they decided to just outright ban and not allow me to appeal or explain or anything. I felt it was pretty childish, actually. Like, no, you're banned forever. I don't care what you have to say. Okay. Now I'm like at that age where I'm like, okay, I don't care anymore that much. There's no reason for me to care ever again. So, let's see. Weird, I've been gone for many years at a time and have been able to log in. It was probably because I was like hosting an art contest and it looked maybe like I was trying to scam people, which I wasn't. I was just suddenly like, it was a very sudden move. It was like I suddenly decided to leave my state and move somewhere else. So I was just without internet. I wasn't in the mindset of connecting to Gaia for any reason because I was trying to concentrate on surviving in a completely different state at the time. And the thing that bothered me the most is that I received no warning. There was like no protocol for them to follow to give a user a warning about like some misdeed or perceived misdeed that they are doing. So I guess that's the part that upset me the most because I was pretty loyal to that site for a long time, especially like having worked in a similar industry, which was I was a GM for an online game, and I sympathized with those people. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna throw them like $20 every few months or so because I can and I like what they're doing, so like why not? So despite all of that, it was all for naught, and their policy, I guess, was strictly adhered to. Okay. Alright, so here now we have the new waistband. It's all pretty much evenly distributed. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a very small, since I closed it up, it's all ready to go, I'm going to do a very small little zigzag all the way across so that this doesn't slide around in its casing. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that by stretching it at the same time. So I'm just going to go back to the zigzag stitch. I'll just leave it at the same setting because it doesn't need to be a very wide zigzag. And so I don't know how well you can see this, but I'm going to be stretching this out while I go. Just trying to get going. Usually I do try to advise not to pull when you're doing any sewing. You don't want to pull here, but this is just for the nature of the elastic, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just doing this, trying to keep it taut, not necessarily strained, and it's still sort of feeding on its own. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna stay straight when I keep going. Do you still have bobbin thread? I always worry about that. yummy gathering. There you go. Doesn't that look nice? Alright, so the waistband is done. Cool. Got one leg. Almost done. This will be pressed, but for now I'm going to focus on the way that I constructed this small leg band here. So this was in a few parts, and I had to undo it a couple times because I needed to figure some stuff out. I think I got it this time. So I'm going to try to replicate what I did when the cameras were off. Oh, and also, I just realized I need to regather this piece of lace that I have. Can I clean that up? Probably. So, whoever's still here, do you like it better when I have the headset on, or do you like it better when I'm just talking and you hear the camera sound? The microphone on the camera. This is what I was using before. Cause I'm still like on the fence about how to like conduct the tech part of my presentation here. Camera sound. That's fair. Yeah, it's a bit tinny, isn't it? My ears are bad, so I can't really tell the difference. I can hear you either way. Okay, that's fair. Way. So the only problem though is if I do turn on the camera sound, then the music is gonna be echoed. Unless, oh, maybe? Well, I won't mess with it right now. I'll just mess with it when I'm on my break. It won't be too much longer. So, get my chair. Still have my gathering hood on here. Gathering. Turn it off real quick. Okay. Everything gathers just so insanely fast. It's crazy. Wish you guys could see it. So fun. Easiest way I've ever had to make gathering. So if I just make a long line of ruffles like this, it takes me like no time at all. Like I'm already done. And that's that entire line of gathering. See? This thing ever. Love that gathering foot. Look at this beautiful gathering. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, Alex said he's gonna be right back. He, she, sorry, they. This is yeah. Just putting away dishes now. Oh, you know what I've got? Oh, yeah, good snack. Alright, so I need a snack. I'm like literally starving. So, my friend, we have this Mediterranean market and little restaurant, cafe attached right over here around the corner where I live. And they have dolmas. I don't know if you're familiar with what dolmas are. But they also have the market where you can buy the grape leaves to make dolmas. I need to eat. She made a ton of dolmas because she went to that market and got grape leaves. So she made the tzatziki from scratch, made the dolmas, and gave me quite a bit of them. I'm gonna mix this up. I don't know how familiar you guys are. Oh yeah, they're so good. They are so good. All right, I'm gonna. Those are the best thing ever. I'm sorry I was eating in your face. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I was so hungry. Okay. So the way I did this, I had Oh my goodness. Hello. Oh, Lady Kyra. Lady Kyra, thank you so much for... Is this 3 months now? Oh my goodness. That is amazing, and you're amazing, and thank you so much. I'm trying to remember if I did this way. I did one leg, and it was somewhat, like, experimental. That's awesome. Now I'm trying to remember the order of operations. Because I put this together this way. And yeah. I did this and then I closed it. But I'm going to do that in such a way, I'm going to leave that as it is for now, because I don't know if that's what I'm going to do. But I am going to do this. Okay. So before I close the loop for the leg band, I'm going to apply this ruffled lace that I put on here. Let's see which way is the right way. So we want it to be usually you can tell what's the right side and wrong side of these eyelet lace things because of the way that it's woven. You can sort of see it's a little messier on this side, and this has a, well, which way? It's a little messier on this side than it is on this side. This is the nice clean side. So we're gonna do the right side down. I know this might be a little confusing. I'm sorry. And I'm not even going to bother like measuring. I'm just going to apply it and then cut off the excess. Let's get this down. Oh, those domas were good. I needed something in my tummy. So yeah, after the break, I'm gonna ditch the headset idea, and then we'll go back to our regularly scheduled program. I was just seeing if this was better or not. But I suppose it's not really necessary for what I do. All right. So we have the whole leg band here attached. It's gonna get flipped up this way, so this is the right side of the lace that we want showing. So this is gonna be on the outside, which means this is the part that's gonna get folded to top stitch onto the hem of the leg. Now, let's cut off the excess here. Try to find a good spot for that. It's nice and straight here. And so this, I think, is the trick that I figured out, because I want to close this loop of lace. But if I do it, see, this is going to get hidden inside. And I could start it here and sew all the way down, but then this is going to be caught with the seam. So I need to be sure that that's going to be free for me to work with, but I still want to close this. So what I figured out is that I would flip the seam down. Let's get it. I think my seam allowance is a little off. That's okay. I'm going to sew before, right up until before that initial seam starts. So I'm not going to be anchoring anything down. Let's try that, and then we'll continue on the other side. So we make sure that those are flipped down. Okay, that's where it ends. Okay. All these frayings. Okay, so I still have this undone and it's just sewn down to here. So I need to flip this up now because that's where it needs to be. And I'm going to start just below that seam so I can close this loop of lace. See if that works out for me. That way it's not going to be tacked down where I need it to be. Just to make it nice and neat. Alright, let's see if my idea worked here. The whole idea is that this is still sewn, but this part is free because I need to be able to attach at the bottom. Will it though? I might be able to snip it. Let's see if I can do this. Should I snip it? I feel like this is how I did this. no fabric origami. Just needs to be released. I can do this. I have done this, I swear. Okay. Do I have it marked? Here. Do I have it marked here?
Whisper softly to me. I can feel your breath, I can hear it calling to me. I'll hold you right here, captive. You can't escape me, don't even try to save me. Don't save me. Release yourself and surrender. Surrender. Release yourself and surrender. Surrender. I'll take you high until you're mine.
I should not be struggling with this as long as I am. This is kind of a new thing that I'm trying, so why not experiment? I usually don't, but I'm gonna now. Got this and this marked, so I'm gonna match those notches.
Undress slowly for me. I'm awake in the dark and I'm waiting for you to believe.
Okay.
So
Just
come
ease them
and
in.
lay all around me, touching your body. You're finally right where I want you.
Might end up taking a break early just so that I can get some technical stuff figured out and also like eat properly instead of just eating dolmas with a camera in my face. See, go down. Oh, that was sudden. Bottom bunched up. That is what happened last time, is like there's just so much fluff happening here. Starting to bunch under and I wasn't paying attention to it, so to undo some of that. Never a fun thing to have to do.
I'm awake in the dark and I'm waiting for you to believe.
Wait, where is there? Okay. Is it though? Very deceptive. Go. All right, let's see what we did here. Yeah, okay, no bunching this time, thank goodness. All right. Good. It's actually looking pretty good. So one side of this, well, the outside of this is gonna get pressed seam like this, and this side is gonna get attached first to the back, and then once it's flipped out to the front, I'm gonna top stitch it closed. So I'm gonna leave it here for now. I need to figure some things out, but thanks for joining me for now. I'm gonna be back in about an hour for my usual break. So I will see you on Discord and hopefully in an hour if you want to join me again. And I'm going to not use the headphones next time. So next time I come on. All right, so I'm going to eat. Have a good day if I don't see you, and we'll see you next time.